side, baby. Thank you for showing up. Like, share, subscribe, come a member. Morning ninja.
Yeah, the sunlight is out. It's hot, but I mean the breeze is very chilly. Still need a jacket on. Still need something to keep yourself warm. A hat. But other than that, it's not too bad. And it's not compared to yesterday. Yesterday was really nice. So we'll see how it goes today. I'm probably gonna head down by the shores again, by the docks, and see if we can catch some footage of some boats and some other things while the sun is out. And yeah, just dress for the weather. You know what it is. See you then. Hey guys, first of all, welcome into Red's room. This is my third and last installment of my family trip to Windsor, part 3. Come follow me, let's go on the journey. All right, as we drive to old downtown Windsor by the lake shore, heading towards the pier, where we can see the city of Detroit across the waters, and you know, just enjoy the moment with some people, with family, and some people that's on the boardwalk just doing their thing. This will be the last installment, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Let's go. As you can see, we have a lot of older looking buildings in Windsor, but they're very unique looking, right? I find that the architecture there is very old school, but it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful. It's almost like being in Detroit, because when you cross over the bridge to go to Detroit and you see some of the housing there, it's almost the same type of design, like it was all built around the same time, roughly. And it's a nice little city that's quiet. I mean, you could find things to do. You can enjoy it with your family. I'm a city guy, so it's hard for me to live in a place like this, but I do understand why people want to live here and why they stay here, because it's just exclusive, if you understand what I'm saying. Right? The lifestyle there is laid back, it's cool, it's chill. A lot of families here, guys, a lot of families here. A lot of people like to just, you know, sit in their backyard, even turn their garages into like a little playroom for when they have guests over, so they can still do their barbecues without getting clobbered by mosquitoes or bugs. A lot of people, I see their garages are done that way. When I was up there, I found it very interesting, but I loved it because it kept the sense of community, right? You can go to any neighbor and then be like, oh, let's have a drink, let's have a barbecue, let's do a barbecue as a family. The pool is open, let's have a swim date, you know what I mean? So it's very laid back. The atmosphere is great, the people are great, and you know, the scenery is great. I look at all these old homes as we're driving by. They're not really old homes, they just look old because of the design that they were built in. Some of these are probably older than who knows, right? But these are all by the waters. These people that own these homes are pretty lucky, or you know, just pretty extravagant. This is what they wanted and they went for it and they got it, and I can appreciate that. Keep in mind, this video was filmed about a month ago, so it was still not summer yet. So you won't see the greenery like we would like to see. Some of these trees still haven't blossomed yet. So that would explain that part, okay guys? Just so you understand. I just got to the video now, the last segment, because it was a long video after all, with the travel time and all that other good stuff. So here we are, as you can see in the background, that's the city of Detroit across the waters, guys. And that's where we're headed. We're headed down to the waterfront so we can get a better glimpse of that and a better glimpse of what's happening in the downtown waterfront core, in a sense, because this is not the downtown part where we're by the city or the buildings or anything. It's just off to the side of the main road. Let's see if we can get some parking. Beautiful birds in the sky. It was a bit cloudy when we went down here, guys, but it eventually got sunnier at some point, then it got cloudy again, like it wanted to rain, but we just kept pushing because, you know what, we're already here. We're not going to stop. We just wanted to make sure we had a good time and just chilled out and soaked up some of the environment, you understand? And that's what we did. Come ride with me. Let's go. Let's see if we can find a parking spot, guys. Who's paying for my parking? Trini, are you paying for my parking? I love Trini. Trini's awesome. But anyway, guys, let's keep it moving. Let's find a spot to park and chill out. And then we can take it from there and then start walking on the docks and see what it looks like. All right. Keep in mind, this is just it's not a long form video. This is a short form video, and it's giving you a quick glimpse of what it looks like down there. All right, because I don't want to make it too long and I don't want to give too much information. Just keeping it simple. So as you can see in the background, a little bit closer is the city of Detroit. We did some night photos of it, but this is the daytime view. As you can see, we're still trying to find parking. It was very difficult. We had to drive around for a bit because people were just starting to come in. And keep in mind, this was not summertime yet, guys. This place gets rammed. It gets filled with people in the summertime. Hundreds of people walking on the docks, hundreds of people just parking their cars and playing music in the lot, you know, doing what they do. I'm not going to say it on here, but it's all fun and games. It's beautiful. So this looks like some kind of docking bay that used to be here for whatever ships that are coming in. It's very old school looking, clearly not functional anymore, but it is something that is it piqued my interest when I got down there. I just wanted to film it. And I'm assuming that's what it is. It's some kind of docking pier that when a boat comes up, it docks, it offloads, they take whatever they need, and then the ship is off again. But I don't think this has been functioning in years. And I think this is now part of the scenery that people pay for when they come down here and they, you know, park their vehicles for a certain amount of money. One thing I did notice though, guys, is there was no, well, I guess it's too early in the year to say that. At this time, there was no vendors down there whatsoever. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. They should have vendors down here all the time, because when people walk, they get hungry. When people have their kids, ice cream sells, hot dog sells, all that stuff sells. But I guess it was too early in the year, right? It wasn't the hot weather yet. But I'm assuming it probably is now that the weather's gone to some, you know, plus 30s, plus 20s and stuff like that. So hopefully they got with the program and, you know, put up some vendors and stuff like that. As you can see, we're just walking around observing everything. There's Caesar's Palace in the background. Big time casino if you guys like casinos. A lot of people come all the way up here just to go to the casinos and drive back home. Some people do a 2, 3 hour, 4 hour drive just to go to the casino and go back home. That's pretty excessive. But I can't blame anybody for what they like to do. That's their thing. That's their thing. We just run with it, right? We're not here to judge people at all. We're here just to have a good time. And that we did, as we just start walking the pier, you know, observing the surroundings. There's the city of Detroit again, right across the waters, guys. It's not too far, right? If we were to continue to walk straight down this path, it would lead right to the Ambassador Bridge. And the Ambassador Bridge would lead right over to Detroit in just a matter of minutes. The only thing that takes a bit of time is going through the scrutiny and, you know, the checking of the border security people then. Yeah, it can get pretty hectic. But usually when we go to Detroit, it's never really a problem. It's a pretty swift one. They'll ask you a couple things. You know, why are you going there? What's your business over there? How long you plan on staying? What part of Detroit you're going to? It's pretty swift. I must admit, it's not as bad as it sounds, especially when they have like, you know, 70, 80 cars lined up back to back. So it is a bit of a nuisance, but you know what you're getting into when you're going over the bridge or if you're going through the tunnel side. Either way, sometimes it could take long, but at the end of the day, you got to prepare for this because you know you're going across the border. You know that you're going to have to face some of this stuff, and you know you should need your paperwork at all times. And any delays in paperwork will lead to, you know, suspicion and possibly, you know, get sent to the side for another evaluation. But we're not here for Detroit right now. We're just here walking in downtown Windsor by the waterfront and just soaking it all in, you know. We come up here about 3-4 times a year because we have family up here. Not really sure what this is, guys. It's all names and stuff on the floor. I Maybe some kind of tribute to people who used to live here or helped build the city. I have no idea. This is the floor. Want to see my Crocs? There's my Crocs. Okay. So this thing's on the whole sidewalk all the way down the strip. Yeah. Look at this beautiful train. Beautiful, right? Canadian National. This train is just put here for whatever reason. I guess it's a symbolism of something, but it's beautiful. I wasn't sure what this is, but it shows you that it's, you know, all together as one, holding up the world. It was in the playground by the kids area, and I found it's a pretty interesting structure. 50 years. It's pretty nice, right, guys? Just a random structure, and they have seatings around it. You can sit down and soak up the sun, feed the birds, or just, you know, have a snack when they decide to put the vendors out there. But like I said, it was early in the year. It's still a bit chilly, so that's possibly why they weren't there. Here's a look at some of the waters. Sky's starting to get dark again. I was hoping that it would stay sunny all day, but it didn't. And you know, the glimpse of the city over there is not as luxurious as I would have liked to shown it, but it's all good. We still continue on with the journey. We don't make excuses over here. We just keep it moving, right, guys? Sometimes it's good to get out of the house. I know you might not feel like it, or you talk about, oh, it's money this, it's money that. Sometimes you got to spend that money just to get out of the home to enjoy the moment. You can't hold on to money forever. And these memories, they'll fade if you don't start doing something to gain these memories with your family. Get out of your house. Go for a walk. Go somewhere in your city that, you know, is interesting. Go to a festival. Go to a concert. Go to just one of those jazz festivals. Go to something. Get out of your house, guys. You know, these moments with family, you can never get them back. And when you get an opportunity to do something like this and, you know, document it, it's a real good thing. Trust me, it's absolutely a real good thing. You can always look back at it and say, yes, we went here, we went on vacation here, here's the footage, and it's like a video journal, right? So people will love that. Your kids would love that. Your kids' would love that. They want to know about their granddad or their grandfather or their great-great-granddad. You can pull up one of these videos and actually show them this is what your granddad did. This is what he's about. And just by watching the videos, they can determine what kind of person you were or what kind of person you still are. You understand? And it gives you a little bit more different perspective of how they lived. And sometimes it's good to have a little different perspective of how people live or how they live or how they're living. You understand? Because it kind of brings you back to reality to say, hey, you know what? I like that lifestyle. Maybe that's what I want to do. I want to be able to just have fun and travel, or have fun and just get outside and enjoy the moment, right? These are the kind of things that people forget about as they get older. And some people just neglect it when it's available. You don't have to spend no big money, go on a vacation, do a staycation, go somewhere close, pay a little bit of money, you know, have 5 days off from work and just go somewhere where it's different from your regular environment. You understand? Calmer than your regular environment. Someplace where you can just relax and know that everything's paid for, right? And now you're just all about getting up fishing, getting up cooking and eating, or getting food served to you, or whatever the case may be. Getting up and going rafting because it's part of the package. Simple things like that make a big difference in your life, guys. Trust me. All these little simple things that we tend to overlook because the work life has us a way that we can't focus. We can't focus on things that we would like to do. We only think about it, then it becomes a memory, and it's a matter of minutes because you have all these excuses saying that I don't have time for this, I can't do this. You have to make the time. You know that time waits on no one, right? So if you don't make this time, you're never going to be able to get to doing what you want to do. You have to make the time. As we take a walk down the waters and see what's going on over here, we got a nice little boat. This looks like it's some kind of a party boat that you can rent right on the shore. And believe me, this would be pretty nice, right, guys? We can have a serious party in here. We can have a Reds Room Radio mix-up party in here for sure. Okay, and everyone's invited. Just I can't swim, so if anybody jumps overboard, you're on your own. I'm only gonna throw you a buoy, and then hopefully that buoy will just keep you afloat. But you won't see me jumping in the water to save you. So I hope you guys read the fine print before you jumped on the boat. This stays docked all the time, guys. Right? So as you look inside, it's like a hall in a sense. So you can play music downstairs, or you can play music upstairs and then have people dance around. At nighttime, it looks really amazing with all the lighting and stuff like that, guys. Trust me, it's beautiful at nighttime. I'm not sure how much it costs to rent it, but absolutely, if you wanted to rent it and throw like a birthday party, it would be awesome, because the whole strip would be full of people. People would be walking back and forth, and you're sitting on there just partying. You know, serving food is there as well, and just enjoying the moment. I was messing with the light here a bit, just to try to get a better focus on the boat. So if you take a look up here, you can see the seatings, all that kind of stuff. Here's another angle. Right? It's pretty cool, right? Just have the boat there, it's docked. You can come on and off anytime you want. Music's playing, seating arrangements, disco lights. Nice party. It would be a nice party. Maybe you can have a monetization party here, guys. Who knows?
Getting chilly?
Who knows? Right? Flight with Sam. Maybe you can enjoy a monetization party here when you get monetized. You know I'll be there, right? Absolutely. So let's keep it moving. As we're just walking around, just soaking up some more of the, not sunlight. Unfortunately, we didn't get the light that we wanted, but it still looks pretty cool, right? Still looks pretty decent. So we'll run with it and soak it all up. By the way, thank you guys for stopping by, and thank you for checking me out, and thank you for being members, subscribers, or just people new coming into my channel. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you all. Trust me, this is not something that I take lightly. I really appreciate the support that you guys give, and commenting, leaving me real comments, nice comments and stuff like that. I try to get to all of them. Unfortunately, I can't get to all of them right away. Sometimes you'll see some weeks later, because I'm still trying to catch up with previous chats. Please don't take it offensive if you see me respond to a message that you left me maybe a week or two later, because sometimes these can get really overwhelming. But I'll do my best to respond when I can, right? Because life is lifing, and I will definitely, touch base when I can. And hopefully you can see on one of my lives, and then you could remind me, hey, I left you a message here, and then I'll definitely go back and check it, because now I have no reason to say I didn't know about it. Can't use that excuse that YouTube notification didn't tell me anything. A lot of people like to use that, but trust me, the notifications are there. It's just that you tend to shrug them off to the side, or you're like busy doing something else, and then you forget to get back to it. But don't think you're unappreciated. We truly appreciate you here at Red's Room. I really appreciate the support, and you know what? You guys are awesome. I can't be nothing without you guys. Really nothing without you guys, absolutely. So let's take a walk around. Still walking around, just soaking up some of the environment. There's not really much to show you here because we kept it short and sweet. I just wanted you guys to see what it looks like down by the bay and see what it's all about. But usually in the summertime when it's hot, it's completely crowded down here, guys. It's like the place to be in the summertime, where you can set up your barbecue, you can set up your, your little family picnic, bring your car, drive it, reverse it backwards, open the trunk, turn out the music and enjoy. These people don't really complain. They know it's an environment for young. The city of Windsor is basically a young town. A lot of students that go to college here, university here, so they tend to unwind by this whole entire area here. And some old school heads would come there too and just enjoy the moment, because it's where the vibe is at, right? Remember, like I said, it's a small city, and there's not many places you can go to really say this is the party or the place to be at. But this area here is definitely the place to be at in the summertime when everything's popping off, right? So, like I said, flying with Sam, when you're ready to do your monetization party, let's rent that boat. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Absolutely, guys.
Yeah, people are.
I'll have to come back down here to get the night shots. But definitely the day shots is cool. Some people are out here fishing. Right, let's go again. Like I said, guys, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for checking me out. I'm probably going to do this video as a premiere, right? I haven't done a premiere in a while, but I'll do it as a premiere. Maybe I can get some live interaction and see what people are dealing with out here. Yeah, I know, I got my Reds Radio voice on. Sorry about that. I just had to film it quietly in my room because didn't want to wake everybody up. So I just thought, you know what, let me just get this thing over with before I can move on to my next video and call it a wrap on the Windsor series. I have another series coming up shortly. You guys will see that. Workplace, what do you call it? Workplace shindig. Or what do you call it? A workplace customer appreciation barbecue with me driving a golf cart, driving customers around. You guys will see it coming up soon. All right? But definitely, look at this. Everybody's having fun. I mean, like I said, guys, there's not much people right now because the weather was still pretty iffy at the time. We were just going into the end of fall, right? So summer was still right. Spring was right around the corner still. So it was still a bit chilly, right? And we still went down there anyway because, you know, I was already there. So I'm like, let me just get this filming in. Let me get it done. Let me call it a day, because sometimes we procrastinate about what we want to get done. And then we make all these excuses about, oh, I didn't have time. Look at this one. I had to make time or else it wasn't going to get done. My wife supported me. She said she's coming out with me, and she did. And so did a couple other family members and friends. And I think we walked for at least 2 to 3 hours, guys, enjoying the moment. But I had to piece it together in 26 minutes. So I didn't do all the footage. I just did what I thought was, you know, needed just to keep the video alive and just to show you people the environment that was down here. Because this, believe me, this is a very long stretch. I think you could walk for about an hour and change in one direction. And there's all types of stuff on the strip. I just didn't have that energy to do that whole walk. Plus my son is with me. He gets tired quick. And like I said, it was a bit chilly, so we didn't want to spend too much time out there. Nice structure, right? Very nice structure. People sit here and just chill out. There's chairs there. There's swings here, like the swinging chairs that people can sit on and relax. Look at this. Look at all this land. Look at all this space. All right, guys? You see guys driving by on their electric scooters, people driving by on their bikes, people pushing their strollers. Everybody's all about just walking, enjoying the moment, soaking up the weather when it's good. Look at those guys on the swing, right? And it's fun. It's fun. It's a good family time to get out. And believe me, it's inexpensive, guys. The only thing you're really paying for is the parking. Everything else, it's just you. If you decide to bring some food, set up a little picnic somewhere, or when the vendors are up and running, you stop by the vendors. I know that'll probably cost you a change, but it's worth every penny to get out of your house, go for a walk, you know, stretch those legs that have been sitting at the computer desk for too long, stretch those legs that are sitting in your car for too long. Get out and just walk, right? Barry Walking Exercise, big up for the plug. You get the plug. Yes, Barry Walking Exercise, you definitely get the plug for this one. You got to stay healthy, guys. Got to keep out there, keep fit. So stuff like this, which is free, except for the parking, that is, it's free. You might as well take advantage of it, right? Bring the family out, take a few minutes, walk around, enjoy the area. You know, if you want to read some of the signs they have up with all the information, on some of these signs about some of these items that are placed in certain specific areas, you can do that. It's all there.
It's a firefighter.
Educate yourself, right?
Firefighter memorial. That's pretty cool.
Hey, look at this beautiful thing here. This is a beautiful memorial.
See this on camera?
Great design.
Love
Love it.
like that. Pretty cool, right, guys?
Let's see.
Everybody's out here just having fun. You know, you could probably live downtown Toronto, downtown Windsor. Just couldn't do the outskirts. At least downtown's a little bit more lively, you know? Just informing people of what's here. Windsor Firefighters Memorial.
Never to be forgotten.
Yes, but never. Good reading, buddy. Good job.
Windsor Firefighter Memorial.
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 What is this made out of? This? Oh, it's a bronze.
That is very cool. Very good design. Very good statue. I love it.
Very nice.
I had to film this. I had to put this on.
It's a very nice
I had
policy.
to put it on. Hope you guys liked the video. And thank you very much for stopping by at Red's Room. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever. I appreciate it, okay? Thank you guys very much for watching. Take care. Bless.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, Red's Room.
A place to connect.